If you're planning a Caribbean cruise and want to experience some of the best islands in a single trip, this might be the perfect itinerary. This 7-night Caribbean cruise combines incredible beaches, historic cities, tropical rainforest, unforgettable excursions, and some of the most beautiful scenery in the entire Caribbean. And the best part, this isn't a made-up itinerary. It's based on a real 7-night cruise route that you can actually book. So in this video, we're breaking down the perfect 7-day Caribbean cruise itinerary, day by day, including what to see, what to do, and how to make the most of every port. My name is Dylan, and let's jump right into this video. So your Caribbean adventure begins in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And here's my first recommendation. Do not fly into San Juan the same day your cruise leaves. If possible, arrive at least one day early. Not only does this protect you from flight delays, but San Juan is one of the best destinations on this entire itinerary, and it's worth having extra time to explore. The highlight is Old San Juan. The historic neighborhood is filled with colorful buildings, cobblestone streets, local restaurants, cafes, shops, and some of the most impressive historic sites in the Caribbean. One place you definitely shouldn't miss is El Morro, the massive fortress overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. You can easily spend a few hours walking around San Juan before heading to the cruise terminal. Once on board, settle into your cabin, explore the ship, grab something to eat, and head outside for sail away. As you leave Puerto Rico behind, your 7-night Caribbean adventure officially begins. Now day 2 is your only full sea day before things get busy. And honestly, I like having it here. Instead of waking up immediately for an early excursion, you get an entire day to relax and enjoy the ship. Sleep in, grab breakfast, relax beside the pool, explore the restaurants, check out the entertainment, or find a chair outside and watch the Caribbean go by. This is also a good day to finalize any excursions you haven't already booked, because once you reach Barbados, you're going to have 5 port days in a row, so enjoy the downtime. Tomorrow, the real island hopping begins. Now, your first island is Barbados. And if you love clear water and snorkeling, this is a fantastic way to start. Your ship docks in Bridgetown, the capital of Barbados. You could spend your day exploring the city, but if this were my first visit, I'd head toward Carlisle Bay. Carlisle Bay is known for its calm turquoise water, beautiful beaches, and excellent snorkeling. One of the coolest things about snorkeling here is the chance to see sea turtles. There are also several shipwrecks beneath the water that have become home to tropical fish and other marine life. If snorkeling isn't your thing, you can simply make this a beach day. Another option is exploring more of the island on a guided tour, where you'll see Barbados beyond Bridgetown and get a better feel for the local culture. Before returning to the ship, try some authentic food if you have time. Barbados gives you exactly what you want from your first Caribbean port. Beautiful water, great beaches, and plenty to do. Now day 4 takes you somewhere completely different. Welcome to Grenada, also known as the Spice Island. This is one reason I love this itinerary. Instead of visiting another island that feels almost identical to Barbados, Grenada gives you mountains, rainforests, waterfalls, spices, and some absolutely beautiful scenery. Your ship arrives in St. George's, one of the prettiest harbor towns in the Caribbean. If you want another beach day, head to Grand Anse Beach. It's a long stretch of soft sand with clear Caribbean water and incredible views. But personally, I'd use Grenada to explore the interior of the island. One popular stop is Annandale Falls, where you'll find a waterfall surrounded by tropical vegetation. You can also visit spice farms and local markets to learn why Grenada became famous for nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, and other spices. Then spend some time walking around St. George's before heading back on board. Grenada feels a little more adventurous and less polished than some of the larger Caribbean destinations, and that's exactly what makes it interesting. Now day 5 could be the highlight of the entire cruise. You're arriving in St. Lucia, and if you've ever seen pictures of the island, you've probably seen the Pitons. These 2 enormous volcanic peaks rise dramatically from the Caribbean and have become one of the most recognizable sights anywhere in the region. Your ship arrives in Castries, but I wouldn't spend the entire day near the cruise terminal. This is the day to book an excursion and actually explore St. Lucia. One of the best options is heading towards Soufriere in the Pitons. Along the way, you'll see rainforest, mountains, fishing villages, waterfalls, and some incredible coastal views. And here's something I'd keep in mind. Getting around can take longer than you expect because the roads wind through the island. That's why this is one port where booking a well-planned excursion makes a lot of sense. If there's one day on this cruise where I'd spend the extra money on an excursion, this would probably be it. The scenery is just that good. Now, after a busy day exploring St. Lucia, day 6 is perfect for slowing things down. Welcome to Antigua. Antigua is famous for its beaches, so I'd make this one of your relaxing days. Your ship docks in St. John's, where you'll find colorful buildings, shops, restaurants, and markets near the cruise port, but the real attraction is outside the city. Two popular options are Dickinson Bay and Valley Church Beach. Grab a chair, order something cold, get in the water, and enjoy a classic Caribbean beach day. But if you've already had enough beach time, Antigua has another side worth exploring. Head to Nelson's Dockyard, a historic naval dockyard surrounded by beautiful scenery. You can also visit some of the island's viewpoints for incredible views over the coastline. That's what I like about Antigua. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You can spend the entire day exploring or do almost nothing at all. Now, your final port is St. Thomas, and this is a great way to finish the cruise. St. Thomas combines beautiful beaches, incredible viewpoints, shopping, restaurants, and plenty of excursions into one relatively easy port day. If it's your first time here, Magens Bay is probably the place to go. This curved beach is surrounded by green hills and calm blue water, and has become one of the most famous beaches in the Caribbean. Try to get there earlier in the day because it can become crowded when multiple cruise ships are in port. Another option is heading up to Paradise Point for incredible views over Charlotte Amalie and the surrounding islands. And if you're interested in shopping, Charlotte Amalie is known for its duty-free stores. But there's another option I'd seriously consider. Take a ferry or excursion over to St. John. Much of St. John is protected national park, and the island has some absolutely incredible beaches and snorkeling. Just make sure you leave yourself plenty of time to get back to the ship. After St. Thomas, you'll return on board for your final night. Grab dinner, watch the sunset, and enjoy one last evening sailing through the Caribbean. Now, the following morning, you'll arrive back in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And unfortunately, that means it's time to get off the ship. If you're flying home that day, I wouldn't book an extremely early flight. Give yourself enough time to disembark, collect your luggage, and get to the airport without stressing. Even better, spend another night in Puerto Rico. If you didn't have enough time to explore Old San Juan before the cruise, this gives you another opportunity to experience the city before heading home. So why do I think this is one of the best 7-night Caribbean cruise itineraries? Variety. You're not visiting 5 islands that offer exactly the same experience. Puerto Rico gives you history and culture. Barbados gives you beaches and sea turtles. Grenada gives you rainforest, waterfalls, and spices. St. Lucia gives you the Pitons and some of the most dramatic scenery in the Caribbean. Antigua gives you an incredible beach day, and St. Thomas gives you beaches, shopping, viewpoints, and the option to visit St. John. And you get all that with only one full sea day. That's a packed itinerary, so this isn't necessarily the cruise for someone who wants to spend the entire week relaxing on board. But if your goal is to see as much of the Caribbean as possible in one vacation, this route is extremely difficult to beat. So there you have it, the perfect 7-night Caribbean cruise itinerary. Now let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite island in the Caribbean? But we hope you guys enjoyed this Caribbean guide, and we'll see you in the next Barjack's travel video.